We have already learned the difference between living and non-living things. Now, we will continue the remaining half part of the lesson, our environment. Recognize the things as living or non-living. I will show you some pictures. Now, are the things in these pictures living or non-living things? You have to tell me. First is a picture of a tree. Next is gas cylinder. Next is a glass, a rose plant, a coconut tree, rabbit, frog and a oak. Now, as I can classify them, first I will tell you the living things. Tree, rose plant, frog and rabbit are the living things in the picture. Whereas gas cylinder, glass and oak are non-living things. Coconut tree includes in the group of living thing. Now further, you have to classify living things into two groups, that is of plants and animals. Now which are the plants in this? Tree, rose plant and coconut tree will come under the group of plants, whereas rabbit and frog will come under the group of animals. Because all the things in our environment in living things are divided into two parts, that is animals and plants. Use your brain power. A train's engine moves from place to place. So, is it a living thing or a non-living thing? Don't get confused. Answer the questions. Can railway engine give birth to a baby engine? Answer is no. Can railway engine eat food as we eat? Answer is no. Can railway engine grow in its size and shape? Answer is no. So, it means that railway engine is a non-living thing. Again, storm your brain. Chair is made from the wood of a tree. Can it be called as a living thing? Even if wood is taken from living thing tree, it is a non-living thing because a wood cannot grow, a wood cannot eat, wood does not give any babies. In the same way, chair cannot grow, chair does not eat food, chair does not give any babies, so chair is a non-living thing. Name some things that are made from stone. Wall is made up of stone. Hand mill is made up of stone. Mortar and pestle is also made up of stone. Now you will open your EVS textbooks, page number 3. Last part we will start reading. The relationship between all things in the environment. Water and air are a part of the environment. All living things need them. Living things also need food. They get their food from the environment. Whatever living things need to survive, they get from their environment. Birds build nests. They need cotton, twigs and threads to build them. They get these things from the environment. Now I will explain it to you. We as human beings need food, air and water for living. Food we get from plants. Plants are a part of environment. Air we need for breathing. If we do not get air, we will die. This air is also a part of our environment. Water, which is essential and very important for us to live, is also taken from the environment. So, all the things that which we need for living comes from the environment. Like the house which we live in is made up of clay, stones and wood. All these three things are taken from the environment. If environment would not have given us these things, then we were unable to build a house. Like us, animals, insects, birds, plants are also dependent on environment. Birds build the nest using cotton, twigs and threads. All these things are taken from the environment. Now you will open page number 4 of your textbook, and below the pictures you will start reading with me. We make things like mats, baskets, paper from materials in our environment. We build houses using clay and stone and wood. These materials too we get from our environment. The seeds of some plants are scattered by the wind. As a result, seedling of those plants grow in new places. Thus, plants too get help from their environment. Living things take many things from their environment. What effect does that have on the environment? Animals like vultures and foxes eat the flesh of dead animals. Thus they clean the environment while they satisfy their hunger. Remains of dead animals decay. They mix with the soil. Leaves fall off trees. They too rot and get mixed in the soil. This makes the soil fertile. Plants get nourishment from fertile soil. Thus living things bring about changes in non-living things too. Now let us see the explanation. We make things like mats, baskets, paper from materials from the environment. Baskets, papers are used in notebooks. They are taken from the plants. They too are a part of environment. Animals satisfy their hunger and clean the environment also. Seeds of some plants are scattered by winds. As you can see in the picture, when the wind starts blowing, the seeds of some plants fall off and they start flowing away with the air or wind. When the wind stops, at that place the seeds settle down. They get mixed with the soil. And when water and sunlight fall on such seeds, a new plant grows in that place. In this way, winds help a new seed to grow into a plant. Vultures and foxes are the animals which eat flesh of dead animals. In this way, they keep the environment clean. What would have happened if these animals would not have eaten the dead animals? That dead animals would have spread rotten smell everywhere. They would have spread the germs which would have caused the diseases. But vultures, foxes, crows, and there are many more animals who keep the environment clean by eating such dead animals. When the remains of dead animals and the leaves which fall off from the plants get mixed into the soil, it makes the soil fertile. Fertile means the soil which has many minerals. Minerals make the soil nutritious. The soil which has many nutrients and minerals is called as fertile soil. Such type of soil helps the plant to grow healthy. Now, on page number 5, you will read the section, Do you know? Do you know? A sheep's body is covered with wool. The sheep feeds on leaves of shrubs. As it does so, the seeds of some shrubs can get caught in its wool. When the sheep goes somewhere else, the seeds may fall off there. Thus, the sheep helps new seedlings of the shrub to grow in many different places. In this way, the sheep, which is an animal, and the shrub, which is a plant, help each other. Now, as you can see, animals like sheep eat leaves and small plants. And for eating such small leaves and plants, they graze from one place to other place. When they are eating their food, seeds of some plants get stuck on the sheep's body. It gets caught in its wool. After getting caught, when sheep moves from one place to other place, the seeds start falling on the ground. When such seeds receive sunlight, air and water, a new plant starts growing in that place. In this way, sheep helps a plant and plant helps the sheep. Think and tell. What are the uses of cotton? Cotton is used for making clothes. Cotton is used in first aid. Whenever there is a wound or an injury, or if there is a cut or a bleeding takes place, at that time for first aid we use cotton. Cotton is used in the form of oil. Cotton seeds give out oil which is used in medicines. What are the chappals made from? You must have seen a chappal. A chappal is made from leather. Leather is taken from animals. Skin of animals is called as leather. It is used to make chappals, bags and many things more. But it has been strictly avoided to use the leather nowadays because people kill animals to get leather, which is wrong. What does the house lizard eat? If you see a house lizard on a wall, you will see that it is after some insects because it eats insects as its food. It eats flies, mosquitoes, cockroaches, etc. Animals that feed on mice. Tom and Jerry cartoon, if you have watched, then you must have come to know that Tom is a cat which is always after Jerry, which is a mouse, because mouse is the food of cats. Snakes also eat mice and lizards. Two animals which feed on mice are cat and snake. List of all the things that are made up of wood. There are few things mentioned here such as table, desk, ladder, shade, pencils, bookshelf, bird table, chest of drawers, wardrobe, cupboards, chair and many more. There are a lot many things which can be made up of wood. What we have learnt in this lesson? There are many things in our environment. Some of them are living things and some are non-living things. Living things can move on their own. Living things need food. Food helps them to grow. Living things produce young ones like themselves. Living things are of two kinds, plants and animals. Living things get all they need from their environment. Living things bring about changes in non-living things also. All living things in the environment depend on each other. Always remember, the needs of all living things are fulfilled by things in their environment. Such things should not be allowed to go to waste. We must take care that we do not cause harm to the environment. Things which can be done to save our environment. As we are using the things from the environment continuously, we are harming it. But there are certain things which you can do to save the environment, like save fuel. Instead of taking your vehicle everywhere, walk sometimes. Eat seasonal fruits and vegetables. Turn off the tap when you are not brushing the teeth. Save the water. Plant more trees because trees gives us oxygen to live. Save energy. When you are not using light or a fan in certain room, remember to turn off the switch. Wash your car using bucket instead of pipe. Instead of pouring water, you should take a bucket of water and use it wisely. Reduce paper, use paper wisely. Save trees because we get paper from the trees. Reduce pollution. Say no to plastic bags because plastic does not get mixed in the soil. It settles. Collect rainwater and fix your dripping tap. If you see a dripping tap in public, you should try to fix it or inform others to fix the tap. In this way, we can save our environment. Environment gives us so many things. If we take care of it, it will take care of us. If we try to harm the environment, it will harm us back. It is our duty to save our environment. Thank you. Have a nice day.